Missing persons, the total number of reports are up to 900 now. Some of these numbers have been confusing over time. The reason is that there are duplicates in the missing person report list. So we're constantly trying to weed out the duplicates to get down to the number of people. But as of this morning, we have 900 missing persons reports. We have found 437 of them safe, just communication issues. Cell service still having problems. People have been evacuated from multiple areas. They're just not connecting with their family. So 437 of the 900 are safe. 463 are still outstanding. 14 deceased is the new number today. And I'm going to talk about something that's really sensitive now. It's a harder part of it, and it'll be very hard for the families. We're moving into a recovery phase. What we're doing is we're working the missing persons through their families, through conventional contacts, phones, other addresses. As that case leads us to no further information and we end up essentially, our next step in the case is going to that person's house in the fire zone and trying to find them. We're doing targeted searches. So we have teams of people who are going out searching for a very specific person based on the missing person's case to a very specific place. That's how the majority of the recoveries have been made so far. Area has to be safe for us to get in. It's going to be a slow process right now, still active fire zones. We're using search and rescue team members, not law enforcement. They are law enforcement associated, but not people that can be doing evacs and other things. So we're spreading our resources very, very wisely. And we have cadaver dogs up here that basically can scent bodies and help us find people. So that is the reality of it. This next part is the rest of the reality. Identification is going to be hard. So far in the recoveries, we have found bodies that were almost completely intact, and we have found bodies that were nothing more than ash and bones. One of the ways that we make IDs in those cases is through medical devices. So there have been IDs in this case in a pile of ash and bones where there was a piece of metal left from somebody's surgery, like a hip replacement, with an ID number on it, and that helped us ID the person. So I'm sorry to have to tell you that, but that is what we're faced with in this fire as far as identifying people and recovering people. And that is why identification might take a long time in some of the cases.